guys, what's up? My name is Dacoolmike and welcome back with another episode of Buried. So, in the last episode, the last part, we managed to ungun the guy, the crazy guy. I think the name was Marcus. Yeah, Marcus. And with the help of Dennis, who barely made it out alive because of his bravery and stupidity. But now we're going to chapter 2. And according to Marcus, there's some sort of weird, crazy experiments going on here, top secret. So we're gonna go end chapter 2, and next go to chapter 3, the beginning of chapter 3. Curiosity, you and 42 players stayed quiet when you saw Marcus in the tunnel. I should have done this in the previous episode, but who cares? Selflessness, you and 64 players stepped in front of Dennis to protect him from Marcus. Of course! He was my coworker and a friend. Mercy, you and 65 players were easy on Marcus after he surrendered. Well, he did try to attack us and almost cause our eye, but he didn't deserve it. He was terrified. Stayed quiet when you saw Marcus in the tunnel. Yeah. I mean, he had a gun. He could have shot us. Begin chapter 3. Ooh. We follow Marcus into what I can only describe as a control room of sorts. There are countless computer screens, some of which are coming back on from having been shut off. Everything looks extremely complicated, from screens filled with code and data to what obviously a security system. It reminds me of a manufactured version of the operation center in just about every space travel movie I've ever seen. Marcus is running one of the screens to another, apparently looking for some pertinent bit of information. Where's the first aid kit? I snap at him. Marcus stops in his tracks, as if he has forgotten the full reason for bringing us down here. Oh yeah, he says, rushing to the left side of the room. There he hankers down by any open panel in the wall, what I assume is the emergency vault from where he got the rifle. Look at the computer markers. Peer into the open vault. Well, basically we don't understand what the computer monitor says. It's about codes and stuff, and we're not clearly smart enough to understand what those things are. But if we open the vault, we might see more items. We might see more things that could be useful. At the same time, keeping an eye on Marcus, because he might grab another gun and then kill us. So, peer to the open vault. I peer over to Marcus' shoulder into the vault. It's open. It's much larger than it looks from the outside. It's partially filled with rifle folders, marked classified. A few rounds of ammo for the rifle, a particular plastic kit filled with syringes, and a locked box. As Marcus takes around one of the folders, it's open. For the split second it's open, I see a scanned document and a color photo. The photo shows a male corpse with its guts on the outside of his body, as if it has been turned inside out. There's also a massive swelling of his head, almost like his skull is about to explode. Marcus slaps the folder closed, and then I turn my attention to one of the syringes. It's filled with a violet colored fluid that, while rather pretty in color, looks deadly. Marcus finally pulls out the first aid kit and turns around. And I look back to Martin. Dennis over, he's paler than ever. Come on, I shouted. But he's not moving from the place on the floor where he sits against the wall. I slide the first aid kit over to him and go scrambling to his side. Between the struggle for the rifle upstairs and arriving in this room, he's faded fast. I struggled to lift his shirt up and then over his shoulder as the dry blood holds it in place. The mere act caused him to grimace. This might hurt a little, I tell Dennis. He only nods, he doesn't seem to care. Pull the shirt off gently. Rip shirt off quickly. I mean, we're running out of time. If we pull it gently, he's gonna lose a lot of blood. Let's just go straight to the point. Rip off his clothes and do the thing, because the longer we do it, the harder it's gonna get for him. But I also don't want to hurt him, but he's already in a pretty bad shape, so there's no point. That's it. He decided to rip off his shirt quickly. Figuring that the old rip-off band-aid metaphor applies here, I tear the shirt off him quickly. Plus, I don't feel like we suddenly have a lot of time. Then he lets out a scream of pain and fury. What the hell, man? Oh shit. Sorry, I say, casting the bloody shirt aside from the moment. Winching in pain, he leans back against the wall and takes a series of deep breaths. His wound is more visible now, although it's partially hidden by the blood that has started to clot around it. My medical knowledge is slim, basically, just a bunch of basics I learned in Boy Scouts. I look over to Marcus hopefully and ask, do you have any training? 0, he says. Sorry. It's just as well as I get. He's far too concerned with what's happening on the monitors to be much help anyway. I start by taking out the several rolls of gauze within the kit and wipe as much blood as I can away from the wound on his side. It's even worse than I had figured from the start. The gash is deep and dark. I'm pretty sure it's infected too. He's going to need stitches, that's for sure. But I have no idea how to even start that. Besides, I don't see the tools for it in the kit. When I splash rubbing alcohol over the wound, he responds with a harsh yelp of surprise, but nothing more. His eyes are locked on me and he looks appreciative, but he was also scared. Be honest, then he says, hopefully. How bad does it look? You think I'll live? It looks really bad, Dennis. You'll be fine, no problem. I'm pretty sure he already knows it's bad. So, if I say it's bad, it's just gonna down him even more. It's just gonna depress him even more. So let's give him some confidence boost. You'll be fine, no problem. You choose to comfort Dennis. Good to know, he said, because I sure don't feel like that. You're being through hell, I say. I think it feels worse than it actually looks. Thanks, that's a relief. I won't lie, you're going to have a scar, I say, trying to be funny. He chuckles a bit, but there's no humor in it. He rests his head against the wall and closes his eyes as I finish up. I place one layer of gauze against the wound and bind it with medical tape. I then reinforce it with a second layer. I know it's bigger, but it's all I can do. Thanks, Roger, he said, actually managing to force out a smile. I feel a lot better. I think I'll be fine. I'm not sure about that, but I'm glad I was able to encourage him. Finally, I patch up the bruises on my head, a bit cursing myself again for not grabbing my hard hat. I look back to Marcus and he is looking back at us, deep in thought. My eyes are starting to really swell up from where he kicked me earlier. Maybe I shouldn't have left him off so easily. Are these first aid kits all you have in this facility? I asked him. If there's something better I don't know about it, he said. I understand that his defensive posture is no longer there. Something's different now. There's a slight of change to his figure. He's seen something on those monitors that has him frightened more than he already was before. What is it? I asked. What's wrong? His eyes travel around the room and it's obvious that he's trying to decide whether or not to tell the truth. Tell me the truth. Come on, spit out. Get up and look at the monitor. Get up and look at the monitor first. Obviously, he's having second thoughts. Forcing him, he's probably just gonna keep his mouth shut. So I might as well look it up for myself and see what I have to see. Rather than wait for him, I get up and scan the screen behind him, seeing if I can find any clues I had missed moments ago. After a few moments, I see a few things that even I can comprehend hidden in the complex information on most of the screens. On one screen, I see what looks like a power meter that is slowly climbing upwards. A single message is flashing beneath it. It reads, unexplained power failure, foreign entity. Another message trickling along the bottom of a black screen says, safety locks on level 3 containment doors engaged. Override? I see scenes on a few other screens that I assume are security cameras showing hallways and passages from elsewhere in the facility. One of them shows a first level hallway where we were on just a few minutes ago. Another shows a hallway I don't recognize. The floor is covered in blood. From just off the screen, I see what I think might be a human body, but it's bent in an impossible way. It looks like the body's legs and torso have somehow been merged or melted into the floor. What's wrong with that system? What's wrong with the systems? What happened to that person there? We already know that something malfunctioned, obviously, and pretty sure he has no idea what caused it, because on the previous part or episode, he mentioned that he doesn't know what happened. So we just gotta know if he saw what happened to that poor guy that died in a very impossible way. What happened to the person there? I have no idea, I didn't see it, he says. Whatever happened to that guy must have happened in the last minute or so. What the hell, I asked. There's something still happening, are we still in danger? He turns away, clearly fearing he has already said too much. And as bad as that is, there's a scene on another monitor that makes me blood so cold and my fear spikes to level somewhere near terror. The scene is very familiar. It's the logging site. The equipment is unmistakably mine. I can even see my truck. Something like fury starts to rise up in my gut, almost pushing aside the fear. For a moment I consider just staring into him, a few punches and a shove against the wall, nothing more. I want answers, and I want them now, but I'm not sure which would provide more answers, asking Kali or kicking his ass. Question him calmly. Let's not terrify him, alright? Let's not, there's been already too much action. Let's just calm down and talk like humans. So, could you please explain to me why you've been spying on my crew? My anger is flooding at me, and I have to hold it back again. It's near the surface, demanding a release. It was part of my job, mine and a few others. Your crew has been watched ever since you set up your equipment. Why? Because you're working with heavy equipment, some of which digs into the ground, less than a mile from a secret government facility. I have no idea of what, I say. How could I have known? Marcus gives me the same trembling smile that is beginning to creep me out, because those things would draw attention to those who do not play. He says, you have no idea how secluded this facility is. Besides, I know that the higher ups look into it. Your site isn't on government land. It's shy by about 300 yards. Every piece of your equipment is on private property. The timber crashed your purchase from your gladstone 2 months ago. So even if we wanted to intervene and keep your crew away, we couldn't have without stirring up a fuss. The fact that someone with such a low-level clearance knows this much about my logging crew is unnerving. If you've been watching us, why didn't you recognize us when we met in the hallway, I asked. He shakes his head and exhales like it's obvious. The cameras have bird's eye view. I can't see faces, we just grab bodies and names. So where the hell is my crew? Ask let's be calm. He's been cooperating. So since you have all this surveillance, do you know where the rest of my crew is? I do my best to keep my voice level, even though my impulse is to shout. Well, Marcus says, all of you were inside as usual before the incident. It had been a few hours since I had checked though. They might have come near the facility or maybe not, I don't know, he said disrespectfully, like it's not important. Well, are they inside the facility? I asked. You have cameras everywhere, right? Do you see them? Marcus shakes his head. I've been looking all over and I haven't seen your crew. They aren't here. But he adds, the lower levels don't have any cameras classified. I'm not sure how they would have gotten there, but it's a possibility. I'm still shocked that we were being watched. Do they know everything about us? I'm telling you, Marcus said, the depth of influence in the facility goes deep. There are 36 employees down here. Outside of those employees, only 5 other people know this place exists. So there's 6 people who knows the existence of the facility. But there are 36 employees down here. Outside of those employees, only 5 other people know this place exists. So there's 6 who knows, including him, who knows about the secret classified public place. What the hell goes on here? Let's be calm. What do all those people do here? I ask, keeping my voice level. Doesn't even pause to consider if he should go any farther. He actually laughs when he gives me the answer. I honestly don't know everything, probably very little. But when I do know, it's that it is more than a black ops. What does that mean, I asked. There are scientists here who have been disowned by their own government because of the nature of their work. You get it now? I don't, not at all. But I don't want him to know about that. He said there are 36 employees, I think. Where are they now? He shakes his head. As far as I know, everyone else is gone. Gone where? He points to the screen that's still informed with unexpected power failure and glitches. If this power failure was not corrected in time, there is no telling. But they're here in the facility somewhere, right? I asked, hoping someone will be able to help Dennis better than I can. I just don't know, Marcus said. Then they could be anywhere. Look, I say, furious with the way he is talking in riddles. I don't... Oh, God, Dennis says. I look over to him and he looks as pale as a ghost. He stood up and his eyes are locked into the monitor closest to him. What? I asked. He simply points to the monitor and then looks away. I look at the monitor to see a logic sign. But more specifically, I see the overturned browser and the legs sticking out from under it, wearing work boots. Right where I left him. Tony. The back of his dead seems abstract, almost like it happened in some other world very long time ago. I know that you already told me he was gone, Dennis whispered. But it's different, after seeing him. My God. Suddenly something blazes by the open door outside. The shade is vast and in shadow, but I'm pretty sure it's a person. Someone else is here, Marcus said. Wheeling around, he sounds very happy to discover this, so I tried to follow his lead. If something bad happened at this facility, then surely the sight of another survivor is a good thing, right? We should check it out, he says. I realize that this is the best moment to meet Dennis, after revisiting on his bed all over again. Someone just ran by the door. I tell him, hopefully it's someone who can help us. You going to be okay? Well, we'll be right back. Let's not leave him. You going to be okay? Let's assure him. It's fine, go see who it is. He says, giving me a mock thumbs up. I then the markers in motion for us to head out to investigate. Let's be careful, Marcus says, depending on who it is. They might not be as hesitant to shoot a stranger as I was. I nod at him and I head for the door. I'm still holding the rifle in my hand and I don't know if I have the guts to actually use it if needed. With a final look back to Dennis, I ran out to the second level hallway. Alright, let's continue. Things are getting heated up. We're back to the hallway, and I don't like the sound. Marcus follows. There's still fear in his eyes, but also slightest glimmer of hope. The hope is contagious. We take off another figure that just ran past the command center. Ahead of us, the facility presents another long hallway. Right away, I noticed that this level of the facility seems darker even though the lights are now all on. The hallway is adorned with a numbered yellow doorways, and large white panels along the walls. It's clean and well maintained, but there's something ominous about it. Up ahead, I see the fleeting motion of something dark cutting quickly to the left down corridor. There, I say quietly, pointing up ahead. Marcus gives a nod and we continue chasing after the person we saw blazed by the command center just a moment ago. It then occurs to me that this person could be just like Marcus, but at first armed and scared. Shut of them move towards them slowly. Shut of them is not gonna do well. We have to make sure that person doesn't kill us, so let's be cautious. Move towards them slowly. When we reach the intersection in the hall where I've seen the shadow moving, I use around the corner just in case. Sure, I have the rifle in my hand, but I don't want to use it unless I have to. I quickly dart around the corner and take the same shooting stance I've seen countless times on TV. There's a woman standing there, about 10 feet away. She has reddish blonde hair and a small mousy build. She looks terrified and is visibly shaky. She's probably in her late 30s, wearing a lab coat with dark jeans and a green Converse glove top. I have a strange sense that her fear is not just about our sudden appearance. She looks like a woman who's been running scared for a while now. Her hands are raised in surrender. She's not holding a weapon. Marcus slowly approaches, taking a few steps ahead of me. It's Amy, right? He asks. She blinks, seemingly surprised that he knows her name. Yes, she says. And you're Mark? Marcus. He nods absently and then looks to my rifle. I'm not going to use it. We want some answers. Let's not scare her. She's terrified. I'm not going to use it. Let's reassure her that we're a nice person. Now, how do I know that? She asks. You're trespassing on government property in the midst of a huge catastrophic event, and you have a rifle. How am I supposed to believe you? I have a friend back in the command center who needs medical attention, I say. And we're looking for the rest of our crew. I'm really sorry, but I don't know where they are, he says. Do you know what happened? Marcus asks. From the power outage? I don't know what caused it, he says. But there was an experiment taking place when the outage occurred. Something happened and he trails off here, giving me a look of distrust. I saw things on the security monitors, Marcus said. The experiment failed, didn't it? I don't know the specifics, Amy said. I barely escaped the third floor. I was going to go to the command center to see if the security footage showed anything, but then I saw you and the gun. Listening to their conversation, I'm feeling totally in the dark. What has you so scared? What experiments? They're not gonna tell me the experiments because he definitely doesn't trust me. So we're just gonna say, what has you scared? Probably that's more important. Amy looks to me and her eyes wide and terrified. Who are you anyway? She asks. I quickly give her my story. A logger stranded in the woods following a peculiar explosion at the logging site. I tell her recognition blooms in her eyes. You're one of the loggers? Yes. She then looks to me, Marcus, and says, I thought they were being watched. They were, Marcus said. This is was a freak accident and there's no proof that they were responsible. I feel myself wanting to submit to all my questions that are filling up my head, but Dennis is waiting for me. Ask about the medical help for Dennis, ask for more details. Let's go help Dennis first. He needs medical attention more than the details. I decide that despite of my curiosity, I need to get Dennis help as soon as humanly possible. Look, is there any medical help to be had here or not? I asked. Probably Amazon, but you'll have to find Colonel Barksdale. He knows where all of those sorts of supplies are. And where is he? Where is everyone else? I asked. At this, Amy starts to weep. She falls into her knees as if someone had strapped her from behind. Gone, he said. Some were killed and some were just, I don't know, they disappeared right in front of me. What the hell is going on here? Disappeared? I'm just gonna go with, what the hell is going on here? Something's here with us, Amy said. We were conducting an experiment and it all went horribly wrong. Something came true. Came true what? Marcus asked. I don't even know that much. An entity. But whatever it is, it's still here somewhere. Amy responds. How could you not know? Don't you have full security access? I asked. No, I have access to almost everything, but there are 2 levels of security beyond my clearance. So what do you suggest we do now? I asked. I'm not sure, she says, wiping her tears away. But if you want to find out your crew, we need to find Barksdale. He's in charge. Where is he? I asked. Down on the 3rd level, in the hangar. Then let's go, I say. It's not that easy, Amy said. Again looking to the rifle in my hand. Why not? Like I said, something came to when the power went out. There's several of them, all roaming that 3rd level. What came through doesn't matter, let's move. Let's ask some questions first. All I know is that the others refer to them as entities. Amy shudders as the recall to the horrors she has seen. I don't even know how to describe them. I didn't get the good look. She says, all I did was run for my life behind me. I just heard screams. I know it's not very scientific of me, but I didn't feel like sticking around to learn more. She's right, Marcus said, stopping my train of thought. The things I saw on the monitors, it was crazy. This is insane, I barked. I'm going to 3rd level to find that Barksdale guy. Thanks for your help. Wait, Marcus said. I'm sticking with you. If we want to get out of here, we have to find Barksdale, right? Yes, I said. But Barksdale on the 3rd floor, and it's too dangerous to go back there. I figure I'll let them make their own decisions. In the meantime, I start heading back to the command center to get ready. Before I get there, I hear their footfalls behind me getting closer. I gave Amy a questioning look and she quickly looks away. Clearly torn. Neither one of you know your way around here, she said. Looking for Barksdale on your own would be suicide. Like it or not, she has a point. Fine, I say. Then let's get Dennis from the command center and head down together. Alright, so I'm gonna end the episode here. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode on part of Buried. If you enjoyed, leave a like. Also don't forget to subscribe now and be part of the plan. And as always, I will see you guys next time with another brand new video. This is Dacoolmike signing off. Goodbye.